What's up, guys? The Lost One Gaming here, and welcome back to Government Simulator, where we've pretty much solved a lot of our issues in terms of the United States. I'm still trying to get the debt down. It's down to 8 trillion now, so we're gonna have a while to go. Probably in the next 10 years, we should have that solved completely. Military conflict, we're at 2207. Start a new conflict. I kind of just want to go to war with someone just because I can, just because at this point there isn't really much for me to do in the game. So, like if I just went to war with Russia or something just for the heck of it, or somebody. Russia stands at 1960, so we're still slightly above Russia. Slightly above. Now, I guess now I might actually put some more money back into our defense again, and we'll go to 207 billion. It's not that much, but more than needed. Excellent. Let's increase the Air Force to 84. That'll work. Education, finance, there's somewhere I have to put money, right? More Social Security. Pensions, we'll increase pensions to 507, just enough. How much would it take for me to increase this to just enough? Probably a lot. 51 billion. It would take 20 billion in new spending there. Alright. Let's do it. Let us do it. I forgot to start my timer though, by the way. That sucks. Alright. Notable headlines. Shadow economy improving for 12 months. Because yeah, we've done our anti-corruption things. Birth rate now went up to 11.4. Country's looking okay right now, and the major problem appears to be the budget for the pension. Yeah, I know, right? It sucks. Budget for pensions is insufficient. I thought it was just enough. Is it because literally we just had a whole baby boom or something? Like, just enough would bring it... Let's put it up to 560 for pensions. I think I'm going to leave it there for a while, by the way. Leave it there for a while. The corporate tax rate now, we can increase its corporate tax rate again, because it's now... The gray line is now moved past the actual rate that we have. So... we'll increase this back up to about 45%. Give us a little bit more money for now. Property tax rate is almost evened out, but we're not going to mess with that for right now. Social Security dues. Mandatory dues. Average tax rate for Social Security dues. It's a quarterly income of... Let's increase the Social Security dues to help pay for this, because we have a lot of Social Security spending, and I don't want to necessarily increase the actual income tax rate, but we'll just kind of put more of that towards Social Security. We increased it to 16%, so there. Right, we're at $8 trillion in debt. $8 trillion in freaking debt. I need new laws. The electric vehicle thing, I haven't really done that much, actually. Let's increase that to 5%. That's good. Quantitative easing. Let's both have positive and negative effects. Let's increase it to 22%. We haven't moved this in a while. Or we'll move it to 21% for right now, because I can't afford to do anything else. Right. Right. Okay, what are we doing now? Do you think they could do a better job? Don't know. These are saying the same. No one really cares anymore. Public health looks best since 45 months. Population growth is now at 0.60%, I guess, per quarter. Crime rate has fallen down again. Good. Corruption rate has fallen to 1.2%. We've pretty much abolished corruption. Corruption doesn't exist anymore. Alright? Corruption does not exist. Where are we standing in terms of our surplus? Is 3.4 billion. By the way, I haven't done an increase in the minimum wage in a while. So let's increase the minimum wage to $9.60. Still trying to do it a little bit slow to make sure that we can keep up. I'm also going to increase the health insurance coverage that the government provides to 60%, because I have way more money than I know what to do with right now. So yeah, we're paying down the debt and we're spending money at the same time. Pretty much this situation that we're in, where we can do that. Everyone says we're doing good work. Good. Unemployment looks best since 45 months now. Economic growth has increased to plus 2%. Debt to GDP ratio just fell by 1.46%. Crime rate just fell by 7.4. Corruption rate increased for some reason. Don't know why. Surplus of $419 billion now. Good lord. We have one more quarter into the election. Not like I'm really worried about that, because, I mean, who's going to run? No one. Even if they do, they're not going to get any votes. So what's the point? Jesus. Alright, Social Security. Security. Excellent, excellent, good. Good. Let's increase the streets budget to 47. 49. Actually, we'll put 50. Let's go back to Social Security real quick. Jesus, 900. We're spending almost $1 trillion on Social Security. Oh boy. Oh boy. Statistics and data. I want to see. Mortality rate is decreasing. The birth rate is, let's see, population growth. Very good. Okay. State infrastructure is up to 85%. Something I wanted to check. I can't even. Oh, the tax burden thing. It's now 38.5%. So it's good. Still not, like, people don't care that much about it. Alright, let's go. The elections, which we probably will win with 100% of the vote, because that's literally no one wants to run against us. There we go. The government has won 100% of the vote. At this point, I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. They can't touch me. Alright? If they try, they will fail. The debt has now fallen to $6 trillion. Okay. We're up to income of $2 trillion. Spending, the majority of our spending, of course, is literally freaking taking care of people. But hey, you know, government, if you're going to charge higher taxes, at least do that. Take care of your people. I want to see it as a pie chart again. I can't. There's the pie chart. 53% of our budget is on Social Security. So yeah, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. We'll have to increase pensions again. Just enough. We'll increase it to, geez, that's almost $100 billion. Maybe let's not do that. 639. That'll work. All right. I also want to do. Let's put some more money into energy spending. Increase that to 38 billion. Let's go. Right. There's probably other things, like I want to see what other laws I can do, by the way, too. Let's see. We're up to 42 points. Good news. Life expectancy is getting better. The debt has fallen 5% again. Economic growth 0.015. Good. Good. Still surplus of 390 billion. I guess with all the people being born and people living. I don't know how we're charging taxes on children, which is what it seems like is what we're doing, but hey. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. The only worsening value that we have actually is the shadow economy, which I thought was getting worse, or I thought was getting better at one point, but I guess it's increasing again. I don't know why, but it is. So, yeah. Yeah. Interest rates are like at all-time lows, 1%. By the way, speaking of that, I need to go back to my, how much is my gambling tax making? It only makes $42 million. I'm going to increase the gambling tax to 10%, just cause. I thought about doing this severance tax, just because I was thinking about oil and natural gas. But then when it put timber in there, I was kind of like, you know, maybe not. I might do a tax, like 1% tax, just to try and get things to be a little bit cleaner, you know, in terms of energy. But we'll see how much money it makes. I doubt it really won't make that much. It literally says like $1. Literally $1. I think it, of course, will make more than $1. It'll probably make more than the gambling tax, more than likely. Would you re-elect the government? 100% say yes. Alright. Good news, everyone. Environmental destruction is getting better. Debt to GDP ratio is now at 10%. The debt has now fallen 6% more. Corruption rate is now at all-time lows of almost like 0%. Surplus is at 447 billion. Right. Well. Now I want to go back and check. What is it? Tax burden still at 38.6%. I want to see. There's something that I was doing last time that I wanted to try and look at again. I don't even know what it was now. Oh, the severance tax. Oh, that literally gave us like $10 billion at just 1%, or $12 billion, I'm sorry, at 1%. So corporate tax rate is now where it needs to be. That tax just randomly, I don't know what the frick that's going to really do. I don't know what the actual effects of that are going to be. The insurance tax rates could possibly use an increase, just because of the way that things are going. So we'll increase it to 8% and just kind of keep it a little bit higher. Fuel tax, I forgot I even had one of these. I guess there's a fuel tax. I'm just gonna keep that where it is. Alcohol tax, I've been doing that for the longest. I'm just gonna increase it to 35%, just because I can. Gambling tax, I'm gonna increase to at least, I want to get like at least like maybe 100 million out of this. I don't know. Why did they forget to do a coffee tax? You want people to stop drinking coffee? That's not fair. Alright? I'm taxing people on gambling, so maybe they won't do it. Alright? That and it's extra money. Corruption rate now improving for 12 months. Debt to GDP ratio has fallen another percent. Corruption has fallen 0.8. The debt is now $5.5 trillion. Gross domestic product increased. Look, we're looking good, boys. We're looking good. Alright, government spending. Where are we? Social Security, sufficient. Pensions are insufficient. Dang, it's like every time I freaking move this, it's like every quarter it's just insufficient. It's sufficient. Just enough. How much would it take, Jesus, to get to adequate? I was gonna say 812 billion to get to adequate. Or 804. That's a lot of money. But hey, like I said, I've got more money than I know what to do with anyway, so let's do it. Why not? Why not? I could probably lower tax rates at this point, considering how much money we're making. I could probably lower tax rates. We're at 58. We're at 58 points. Shadow economy not improving. Debt to GDP ratio fell again. Expenditures increased by 8%. I'm going to decrease taxes a little bit, just because we don't really need it anymore. I'm going to decrease the income tax rate to 34%. I don't know how much that's going to like decrease me there. Corporate tax rate's giving me 477 billion. Property tax is giving me 738 billion. Okay, let's see. What do we got now? What do we have now? Okay, so now public health has increased to very good, 90 points. State of the infrastructure looks best since 45 months. The debt is now at $4.8 trillion. GDP increased again 3%. Tax rate, I decreased the tax rate, so now we're, I mean, since the population has grown so much and everything, I think, I don't know what I want to do. Government spending, we're now spending 58%. Jesus, this is getting crazy though now, isn't it? Pensions are just enough. Unemployment's excellent, so we provide great unemployment benefits. Family support is just enough as well. I think I might do another increase in terms of taxes, in terms of the Social Security dues, so that way we can help pay for it, you know? So let's increase this to 18, we'll increase this to 20%. Alright, I think that works. There's a stamp duty. Tax levied on legal documents, military commissions, and marriage licenses. Why? Looks just like this one. I don't know why that one makes sense to do. What other laws could I do? Because I have so many points that maybe I should just do something. I should just do something. Write a new law. We can do art subsidies. Art subsidies wouldn't be too bad. This game definitely needs a lot more of these options like these. You know, I'm sure they'll add some in the future, or people will mod it to add it. Gambling. Did we? Has influence on income through the gambling tax and have an impact on the economy, as well as consent in the population. Did we not have gambling before? I mean, because the gambling tax is, prosecution is medium, allowed, under circumstances, always allowed. We'll add it and then allowed under certain circumstances, because you don't want like 12-year-olds in the casino gambling, right? So I don't know exactly what it's gonna do, but yeah, illegally determined motor-related vehicle tax causes the population to buy more economical cars, which have less power and emit fewer pollutants. Rate depending on the engine. Let's do 20% in. That seems stupid. Never mind. Forget that. You can do an alcohol ban. I don't want to do that. No, I'm making money off of alcohol, right? So that's kind of how politics works, right? You're making money off of it. Duration of compulsory military service. Nah. Let's do gender equality. I haven't really done this in my, 12 years? 12, 19, 13 years in charge? Let's get this over with. Gender equality. I'm finally fighting for women. It took me 13 years. I'm sorry, I just kind of forgot. Forgot. It's not like it was like, hey, gender equality is it's a big issue. It's a big issue. I'll be rather strict with it too. Add it. Not like the people are really gonna care, are they? Unions. Yeah, unions are still allowed to go on strike. Retirement age is 66. I'm gonna, since people, let's see. This is one thing that they said, was kind of like the way to fix, at least I've heard of being talking about how to fix, Social Security is like raising the age. But it's like, well, I mean, at this point, the people in this country are living to be like 80 something. So maybe we could increase the retirement age maybe just 1 year. Maybe just increase it to 67. I feel bad for doing that now just because I did that. That sucks, doesn't it? What would that decrease Social Security though, right at that exact moment? Or like what does it do? Social Security 1.22. I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna stop it or what's gonna happen. Let's see. Do you think another party could do it? Now that, yeah, I think people love me still. Good news, GDP per capita is getting better. Corruption rate is now at 0.4%. The debt is now at, income rose to plus 7%. Is it because of the gambling thing and the Social Security dues? Probably. Alright, debt to GDP. Alright, so I can't, I'm trying to freaking reduce taxes and everything. It's just freaking surplus of everything. I just can't even, Unemployment rate is 2.7%. Government spending, transport. How are we doing here? We're still doing good here. Everything's still where it needs to be. Defense, way more than needed. I'm just going to put some more money back in there. Increase that to $250. $250. I wish the military would cost $250. How are we looking at care? Retirement homes, good. Women's shelter. Let's increase retirement homes. Increase that up to maybe 15. That'll work. Nursing services are good. We'll increase that to 14 billion. So we increased the retirement age, which is kind of like, maybe we shouldn't have done that. But we're still taking care of our old people. Okay, we're still taking care of them. So it's not like we've thrown them by the wayside and just said forget about the old people. We're still doing a good job. Although the tax burden is increased now because of that. So maybe I shouldn't have done that now. I could decrease overall taxes though, income tax. I have been thinking about. I did it last time. So let's decrease the tax rate to 31%. That way people won't complain as much anymore. So, and of course I have so much money now that I don't really need to worry about it. So going back though, I wanted to see what that had an effect on in terms of Social Security. Is at 1.227. Let's see the next quarter. I gotta keep that number in my head to try and realize what's happening there. 1.227. 1.227. Life expectancy improved for 45 months. Debt is now down to $3.78 trillion. It just dropped 11%. What? How is that possible? The tax burden just dropped 1.75%. Alright, the surplus is still at $500 billion even with all of that. Even though I decreased taxes, I don't even understand how this is humanly possible. I mean, despite my best efforts of like literally trying to spend money now, I can't spend more than what we have. 1.227, that's stuck there now, right? Unemployment is excellent. You know, since unemployment is such a, like, it's not really, like, a big deal anymore, we'll take that $30 billion and we'll put it into the pensions again for the, yeah, we'll do that. It kind of balances itself out there. The family support is just enough. Medical is excellent. Science. There's something about communication. I want to put more into communication again, I think. Not that we really need to, but hey, whatever. 38 billion. Fine. Culture. Let's become people of culture again. Museums and concert halls. Great. $12.7 billion. Sports and leisure. Parks. Public parks. Whatever. Give them more money. $19 billion. Let's increase defense spending again to $2.8 billion. To $280 billion. There. Good. Right. Military conflicts. Oh yeah, I haven't checked on people in a while. We're at 2,440. Start new conflict. Let's see. Remote countries. Where's Russia at? Russia's at 2,070, so we're 400 points, a little over 300 points better than Russia, but with our increased military spending, we might jump up more than that, actually. Next quarter. What do we have? What do we have? I don't really know. Let's see. Yeah, those are the same numbers. Those numbers aren't changing anytime soon, I guess. Unemployment rate development is not looking good. Did the unemployment rate just increase? Why did it increase? Debt just fell 13%. Where are my numbers at? Hold on. Let's look at statistics and data. Very good values, improving values, worsening values. The unemployment rate is increasing. Why? Why is it increasing? Income. I have to look at these numbers again because for some reason they don't make sense to me. How are we making so much money? Where is all this money coming from? Let's see, government. Because government spending, I have like an exact outlook on what it is, and I can kind of tell what's going on. But, let's see, statistics and data. What the frick? Income and expenditures. It won't tell me. 2.7. I guess. Hold on. Taxes. Let's do the math here. All right. We have 119 billion coming from sales taxes. We have 21 billion coming from real estate transfer taxes. 71 billion coming from insurance taxes. Okay. Inheritance tax, 2-point-something billion. Severance tax. I'm going to increase this again to 2%. Actually, 3%. No. That might be too much. 2%. We'll do it to 2%. All right. Corporate tax is bringing in 500 and something billion dollars. Property tax is bringing in 846 billion. Income tax bringing in 400. I mean, we reduced the income tax for a while, so Social Security dues. We increase the Social Security dues again to 20. We'll leave that at 25%. Mandatory dues for state. Yeah, depends on income. Okay, cool. Whatever. In the quarter, done. I mean, everybody's making more money, so I mean, shoot. Everybody's making more money, so it shouldn't even matter at this point. They should be able to do whatever. Crime rate's getting better. I mean, not like crime was a real issue anyway. Yeah. The debt issue is almost done. Tax burden was just increased by that, though. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Let's see. Government spending. Frick. Let's see. Debt to GDP ratio. Domestic I see. Economic growth. No. Press. Laws. Alright, we'll decrease that. Because I think that kind of added extra. What I thought that was I thought that it kind of just, I thought that it took the money that was charged from income tax, and I thought it was like, okay, 25% of this is going to go to the pensions, but I guess that's not what it does. So, let's take that back down again. Where was that again? Because I don't want people to feel like they're being pressured too much. We'll take it down to back to 22%. That should be good enough. And then it will decrease property taxes as well to 27%. Alright, that works. I think people should be happy with that. I think they should be happy. Military conflicts, we're at 2,500 strength, so we're looking good there. Alright, anything else that I really need to do? I want to, for one last thing, I think I want to do quantitative easing, or increase that to 25%. Alright, but I'm going to end it here, guys, and I will see you in the next one.